Imagine being judged before you even speak. Too harsh, right? But that's how the world's viewing anybody who's different or who acts differently. So here's my question for you. Have you watched Sitaare Zameen Par? Because if you haven't, you should go. And I'll give you a couple of reasons why you should. But I have watched it not just once but two times, because the first time I was so occupied, it was all worth the hype. I was just celebrating, cheering the loudest for these children. And I was also kind of projecting a lot of experiences I have had working with similar needs in the last decade, and I was able to see my kids turning out to be as amazing as these children. I was so proud, but at the end I still felt like I was not satisfied, like I missed something, and I wanted to fix that. So I watched the second time only to find these beautiful connections that you should do. So there was a scene where Amir Khan and the judge were kind of having a little argument when she told him that you have to now do volunteer work for 3 months at a center that supports children with learning needs and learning disabilities. And he understood it as, अच्छा तो मुझे पागलों के साथ काम करना है. And she kept correcting him that was not the right way to address. And he said, अच्छा अभी पागल को पागल नहीं बोलेंगे, चिंकी को चिंकी नहीं बोलेंगे, छोटू को छोटू नहीं बोलेंगे तो क्या? That was one. Cut short to another similar conversation that where he again called out these children after working with them for one session in front of the center head, and he was corrected, right? These two situations I have to discuss, because the next one's so ironic that he himself experienced something like this, where in the beginning scene, if you remember, he had to punch the head coach. Do you remember the reason why? Because he was called shorty. He was labeled. It was a stereotype, and he wasn't okay with it. He wasn't okay being called something like this, but he still went ahead to call these children for who they were and giving them name calls, right? And so wasn't fair, having experienced it firsthand. To another moment where he had a conversation with his mom, and they were talking, and his mom said that why would you call anybody out? Who are you and me to call anybody out, right? When you yourself are a shorty. And he was like, but we don't call, your family, you can't call me this. And these kind of labels are for other people, not for families, right? And that hit a chord, because that's true. I've had so many experiences, and I'm sure you have too, where if it happens in your family, that's when you actually understand. But when somebody else is going through, you judge, you mock them, you kind of don't empathize with the difference, but you think of that difference as a danger until